Hello and welcome back to English Idea. This is Ram Alam and I am back with a brand new episode of How to Speak. In this video, we'll be focusing on the topic leisure and lifestyle. If you all are new in this channel, let me give you a recap. How to Speak is a series where I have grouped cue cards into 9 different categories, starting with favorite, leisure and lifestyle, time-based, person, object, occasions, place and work. And each of the topic has 15 questions. And each video consists of 5 questions. So it means, like for example, leisure and lifestyle, it has 15 questions, right? It will have 3 videos. Same happened with favorites, and the same will happen with the rest of the topics. I've already covered favorite. Now I'm in leisure and lifestyle, and this is my second episode of leisure and lifestyle. I have already finished the first 5 questions, and now I'm gonna do the second 5 questions. Here is the list of the questions that I have already done, and these are the questions that I will be doing today in my today's video. You can go ahead and pause the video and read all the questions by yourself. If you want to watch the previous episodes, don't forget to click on the link below, which is in the description box. Also, to watch more videos like this, don't forget to give this video a like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new content. So this is my 6th question, where you have to describe a family activity that you participate in. And the first question is, what is it? The second question is, when do you do it? And the final question is, how do you go about doing it? As you can see, I have given simple answers. The first answer is, it's a weekend cookout. The second answer is every Saturday, and the final answer is I start helping my family and I really enjoy it. I kept it simple. I didn't really give much information because all kind of information will go into this model answer. Now before I start my model answer, if you all want to pause the video, you can go ahead and read it by yourself. I will still go ahead and read it out for everyone. So the model answer is, we promised as a family that if we were all in town and free, we would all meet at our parents' house for a cookout. This has become something of a tradition for us. We have been doing it for as long as I can remember. Even though most of my siblings have moved out, we still get together every Saturday for a cookout. When I was younger, I would simply get something from the kitchen if they had forgotten it. However, as an adult, I do a lot more than just grab a can of Coke from the kitchen counter. I usually clean the area before they begin the cookout, and I clean it while it is going on. I try to assist my sister in preparing the vegetables. Towards the end, I assist my father with the dishes. I always look forward to Saturdays because not only do I get to eat, but I also get to spend quality time with my family. Well, that's question number 6 for all of you. Now we'll be moving on to question number 7, which is, describe a fun activity you would want to attempt near or on the water. So the first question is, what exactly is it? The second question is, what is the level of difficulty? And the final question is, what do you need to get ready? Again, as you can see, I have kept it very simple. I just told them what exactly it is. It is scuba diving. I told them that it's not that hard, and for the final answer, I just said what we need. We need swimming and yoga. Yes, I'll tell you why you need yoga. Okay, so the model answer, as you can see, the model answer is here. You can go ahead, pause the video or mute it and read it out by yourself, but I'll go ahead and read it for everyone. So the model answer is, I've heard that scuba diving is one of the most enjoyable and least frightening activities, so I'd like to try it at least once in my life. In terms of scuba diving research, all I need to know is swimming and yoga, because I should be able to monitor my breathing. Despite the fact that there will be a mask and a gas tank, I'll not be overwhelmed. So if anyone is confused as to why I added yoga, and if they're confused about these 3 lines, then I'm just going to break it down for everyone. So why I mentioned yoga is because if you via yoga, you'll be able to monitor your breathing, and then I added this line, which meant is that though you'll have a mask and a gas tank, but if you know how to monitor your breath, you will not be overwhelmed. That's what I meant to say. If there were any confusion, I hope that is cleared now. Okay, so now I will move on to question number 8, which is to describe how you generally spend your free time. So the first question is there anyone with you? The second question is, what are you doing? And the third question is, where are you going to do it? Again, on the screen you can see I have literally said no, cook, and I stay in my home. That's all. I didn't give any extra information because there is literally no need to put a lot of energy in here when you can just put them all in your model answer. Again, if you want to pause the video and read it out by yourself, go ahead and do that. I will still go on and read it. So the model answer is, I'm a student who lives alone, which means I have to do all of my own chores. On weekends, I work as well. So whenever I have free time, I cook for the entire week, so that whenever I'm hungry, all I have to do is heat up the food and devour it instead of spending money. Cooking takes time, so rather than cooking every day, I cook one day in my kitchen and, as previously stated, prepare myself to cook for the entire week. I do go out, but only after I finish cooking, because food is more important than anything else. If you all are wondering why there are more information here compared to here, then I just want to tell everyone that if you say that, oh, I don't have anyone with me and I cook when I'm free and I cook in my kitchen at my home, it will take you about 10 seconds to say it, right? But the requirement is to speak at least 30 seconds. So that is why I took them and I made it into this. And another tip that I would like to share with everyone is that when you are writing or when you are speaking, remember to always go by these questions. Okay, always answer them. You should always answer. You should always give the information that you are asked to give, and you should also add some information that you're not asked for but that are relevant to whatever you're speaking. What I mean is, they are asking, is there anyone with you? And my answer is no. So this is how I said, right? I'm a student who lives alone. So that is how I said. Do you connect it? I said I live alone, but instead of saying it simply as that way, I said I'm a student who lives alone. And then I also added a bit more extra information, which means I have to do all of my own chores. This was not asked for. This information was not asked for, but this was relevant because of this. Another thing, remember when you are speaking or when you are writing, always go by 1, 2, and 3. Again, you see, they asked if anyone is with me and I said I'm alone. And then they asked, what are you doing? So I said I cook. You see, whenever I have free time, I cook for the entire week, right? And then they asked, what are you going to do it? Where are you going to do it? And then I said I cook one day in my kitchen. Did you see how I went question number 1, the answer is here, and then question number 2 is over here, like the answer is over here. I cook for the entire week, right? And the final question number 3 over here, like I have here. So always go by 1, 2, 3. Always. When you go by 1, 2, 3, it will only be easy for you. You will know what to say when you answer this. You will already know what to say when you get to this part. So that is why I always go by, by 1, 2, 3. Like, do not like jump from 1 to 3 and 3 to 1. Like, do not go this way. Alright, now let's move on to question number 9, which is discuss an exercise or a technique that assists you in concentrating at home or at work. So the first question is, what is the technique? So the first question is, what is the technique or exercise? The second question is, when and where do you do this function? And the final question is, why is concentration important for you? As you can see, my first answer is, I eat something light. I didn't really say anything else. I just gave a very simple basic answer. And then the next answer is during my studies or work. And the final answer is, without concentration I won't be able to finish my studies or task. Okay, so again, if you want to read the model answer by yourself, you can go ahead and pause the video or mute it while I read it out for everyone else. The model answer is, I frequently lose focus while studying or working for long periods of time. So whenever I feel myself losing concentration, I get myself something to drink or eat, such as an iced cafe latte or some chips. It is critical for me to maintain concentration during my studies or work, because I'll not be able to complete my studies or job without it. Now, before I continue my today's video, I just want to tell everyone that this question is, like, while I was answering this question, it was actually, like, this is the truth, okay? Because right now, I'm having my hot chocolate. It's very cold here. Right now, it's -1. Celsius. Yes, it's -1 Celsius, and it's very cold. So I'm having my hot chocolate while I am making this video. Why don't you all tell me, what do you do when when you start losing concentration? What do you all do? Okay, so now let's move on to the final question for today's video. Tell a tale that you're familiar with. I'm sure y'all are wondering, what kind of question is this? But let me tell you, in the proficiency exams, sometime you will come across such a question. It will be so random, I tell you. Okay, so let's move on to the first question, which is, who told this tale to you? What is the plot? And why do you recall it? So as you can see, again, my answers. The first answer is my mother. The second answer is don't try to fool others. And the final answer is because I think of it often whenever I see people being selfish. Now let's dive into the model answer. You can pause or mute the video while I will go ahead and read it loudly for everyone. So the model answer is, when I was a child, my mother told me this story. It was the story of a man who lived in a small village where everyone knew everyone else. This man was always attempting to dupe his neighbors and other villagers. He was screaming from the jungle one day. "Help! Help!" he said. "There is a tiger. Please help!" So everyone rushes to his aid. But once there, the man laughs and declares that they are all fools. He repeats the trick over and over again until on the 4th day, the tiger appears. And when the man screams for help, everyone ignores him. The moral of the story is that if you continue to deceive others, one day you will discover how much of a fool you truly are. I often reflect on it when I see people being selfish or unkind to others. I'm sure every one of you have listened to this tale once in a lifetime. Okay, and that's all for my today's video. If you have any queries regarding the entire series, or if you have any kind of question regarding this topic, or if you have any kind of questions regarding coming to abroad for studies, you can speak to me one-to-one via Zoom call. All you need to do is send me a super thanks, and I will be reaching out to you to schedule an appointment. To watch more videos like this, don't forget to give a like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new content. Thank you.